Welcome to So Much God. I'm SMG. You know me. And wow, still can't believe Jana Duggar got married. Um, I thought at least she would wait until all the minor siblings became adults, but I guess not. I've tried not to spoil myself beyond the initial People article about the wedding. But that sort of made it difficult to find out everything that's going on. So I'm going to look at a few articles and a few videos. Okay, I believe this is the initial People article. I did read it a few times when it was released, but my memory's not so great, so I don't remember most of it. But my first reaction was that it just seemed like there was no love in the article and that she settled. I don't know. Let me play this video. I read that her best friend wasn't the bridesmaid. I find that curious. I'm not sure who was. I think maybe Jessa. I guess I'll find out in the article. I don't know. The article just seemed so bit sad. It seemed like, if I recall, that she kept questioning why it took her so long to get married and when will the right one come along. And it just seemed like she just settled for Steven, because it seemed like they had an agreement a few years ago that if they weren't married by a certain time frame, that they would marry each other. I hope he treats her right. But I'm still surprised. She's married, and not only that, she moved away to another state. Not that messiness of Jen and Ben. How do I get out of this? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. She's a few years older than him. I'm always surprised when a woman is allowed to be a few years older. Uh-oh, my cat needs attention. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see, where was I? Okay, yeah, the age difference. Oh, they got engaged on the 15th of June. Wow, that's all pretty quick. 500 guests. I don't know how this was kept a secret. I know people online must have been like, Jill Rodriguez must have not been told because she's a blabbermouth. So yeah, Jessa did serve as the bridesmaid of honor. Um, okay. Just a few of the sisters were bridesmaids. And if I say some terms wrong, I don't know about all this marriage and all those terms and stuff. uh, okay. Really dreamed of this. I mean, I guess in a way because of her religion, I guess. I remember allegedly there were rumors that her and her best friend were lovers. I don't know. Um, Jim Bob's gross. I hope they don't have a lot of kids. That's just ridiculous. Um, the dinner seemed all right. Chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes, rolls, and coleslaw. uh, it's good that his Steven's families are good cooks. She's just basically like, you guys take care of all that. um, Cake seemed okay. And cupcakes, I love cupcakes. Okay. I'm surprised it was a dance because you remember back in the day. Um, well, I remember back in the day that there was an episode where she had to stop one of the siblings, one of the little boys, from dancing. Their family wasn't allowed to dance, so this is interesting. I know some people have said maybe Jim Bob has gotten lazy with his with just their rules for their religion, and probably. So yeah, okay. So yeah, they live in Nebraska now, I believe. And it seems like his family used to travel and sing. She's talking about she doesn't remember him back in the day because she was older. She wasn't thinking about him like that. That's good. And they did date briefly. And I wonder why they broke it off. She just probably wasn't feeling him. And yeah, his sister is her sister in law. So it's going to be some kind of, it's called double cousins. uh, yeah, it just seemed like they both settled. I don't know if that's what she truly wanted. And yeah, she had her guard up. Okay. Yeah, I truly thought she was going to be just stuck caring for her parents. Um, it just seems like, most of us don't really know the Duggars too well, other than the parents are sickos and Tess and Anna, just sickos. So I do wonder what was for show and what wasn't, on the shows and stuff. Same with the Bates. Yeah, I just hope he treats her right. Yeah, this is just a sad statement how she prayed for many years. I don't know. It's just sad that it seems like none of them, at least in my opinion, have truly escaped. It's just like the girls or the ladies seem like they just go to a different headship and it just might appear that they're free, but they're not. It's just disturbing to look at the younger siblings and be like, "Yep, they're going to be married in a few years or next year or whatever." Just it's just crazy. I don't know. It just seems like she settled. Let's see this other article with Ginger. I haven't read this one. Uh, okay, behind the scenes, and I just feel so bad for Ginger. It's like she has a eating disorder and stuff like that, and based on the show, I thought she would go more into photography, and I don't know. I don't know what happened to all that. Well, you got Josie, and I don't know who's Jennifer and who's Jordan, but I do see Johanna, Abby, Jessa. it, it would just be nice not to see Michelle and Jim Bob and stuff. Just no, just be nice not to see them. It's just not cute. Okay, Jill. I thought Jill would have went into like higher education, nursing, but no, she's just stay at home mom and giving birth to kids. I don't know. Okay, just it's just stating some of the same stuff from the other article. Okay, let's see if this shows any other photos. I was seeing all kind of photos on various feeds, but I can't seem to find them on my own. So hopefully these videos I play will show them. Just laughing at the judge Mathis, or how you pronounce his name, situation. Just messy. I'll just click on the first one.
Hey Fame fam, welcome back to The Fame, your go-to channel for the latest and juiciest news on your favorite stars. We've got some exciting updates from the Duggar universe that you do not want to miss. First up, we've got the scoop on Jana Duggar's honeymoon with her new hubby, Steve.
Kitty cat again. I'll be right back. I am back. I just have an elder cat with lots of demands.
Steven Wisman. After years of speculation, Jana finally tied the knot and is now living her best life on an amazing honeymoon that has everyone talking. Where did the couple head off to? What does this mean for the famously private Jana? We'll break it all down for you, but hold on. There's more. Reddit is blowing up over a wild throwback photo of Steven Wisman, and trust us, you'll want to see it. Fans are buzzing, and this wedding memory has officially gone viral. Let's dive into the photo that's got everyone talking. And if you're still curious about Duggar weddings,
Okay.
we're taking a trip down memory lane to uncover one of the most puzzling moments in Duggar history. Why Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald chose to hold their wedding reception in a parking lot, it's a head scratcher, but we've got some
What does this
theories
have to
that might
do
just
with
solve this
Jana?
mystery. Finally, we're
Skip.
talking honeymoon. Known for her
Up.
modesty, fans are it seems like they're soaking up the sun in a beautiful beach destination, possibly Hawaii or even the Caribbean. This honeymoon marks a significant departure from the past Duggar family traditions. Unlike her siblings, who often had TLC cameras documenting their every move, Jana is enjoying her time away from the public eye. Fans are thrilled for her, with many pointing out that she's truly winning the Duggar wedding prize by having a real wedding and a real honeymoon, free from the prying eyes of a film crew. Steven Wisman, who works for his family's company, Wisman Enterprises, Inc., is likely behind this lavish getaway. His family's business, which specializes in industrial
Probably.
services
I'm
like
sure
commercial
Jim
roof
Bob
coatings and
doesn't want to spend
excavation,
money.
has provided him with the means to afford a honeymoon that's both private and luxurious. Fans have commented on how different this experience must be for Jana compared to her siblings, especially those who had to navigate the awkwardness of being filmed during such an intimate time. But the big question on everyone's mind is, who took these photos? Many are hoping that it wasn't a crew from People or TLC, and it seems likely that Jana and Steven are keeping things simple with a
It was
tripod
probably
setup,
a sibling,
allowing them to
a
capture
Duggar
their
sibling.
special moments without any outside interference. There's also been a lot of chatter about what Jana might be wearing during her honeymoon. Known for her modesty, fans are curious if she packed her old prairie dresses turned into modest swimwear, or if she's finally embracing more modern attire. Given the glimpse of her in a possible one-piece swimsuit, it seems Jana is slowly but surely finding her own style. Even in this new chapter of her life, it's clear that Jana Duggar is enjoying her honeymoon on her own terms, and fans couldn't be
I
happier for her.
guess.
Whether it's the tropical backdrop, the private moments with her new husband, or the departure from past family traditions, Jana is stepping into this new phase of life with grace and style. Congratulations to Jana and Steven on their marriage, and here's to hoping they continue to share more beautiful moments from their honeymoon. Next, we have a wild story that has counting on fans buzzing. Reddit is ablaze with reactions to a shocking throwback photo of Jana Duggar's husband, Steven Wisman, that you have to see to believe. Let's break down the photo that has everyone talking. And trust us, this is one wedding memory you won't forget.
Okay, I don't really care.
Things are usually pretty
Let's skip
conservative,
some.
unexpected sight. Weren't quite as entertained, with one saying, "Suddenly I desire abstinence as well." Such a creepy photo. Another user added, "Thanks, I hate it. Also, half these dudes give me cover your drink vibes." But the conversation didn't stop there. Fans speculated that perhaps Jana herself had seen this photo before tying the knot, with some joking that she might have been intrigued by what she saw. One comment quipped, "Maybe she saw something she liked and decided to shoot her shot." Other fans couldn't help
I
but poke
doubt
fun
it.
at the awkwardness of the photo, noting how out of place it seemed. Comments like, "It's giving, we have Chippendales at home," and "Chippendales, great value version," had fans laughing, while others pointed out the lack of preparation for the photo, saying, "No one in Fundyland owns an iron," or thought to have these idiots empty their pockets before taking the picture. It just looks so bad. So what do you think? Did Jana Duggar see this wild photo before she married Steven, or is this just a fun glimpse into his past? Whether you're laughing or cringing, it's clear this photo has left a lasting impression. Then we're diving deep into one of the most puzzling and talked about
Nope.
moments from Duggar family history. Why did Jessa Duggar and Ben Welcome back to The Fame, your go-to channel for all the latest buzz on your favorite famous families and TV personalities. Today, we've got some major updates that you won't want to miss. First up, we've got some
I wonder if
lighthearted and fun
Anna's
news about
taking care
Stephen
of
Wisman, Jana Duggar's new husband, that might just change the
all
way
the
you
other
see him.
kids
A
and
recent
grandkids.
Instagram video from his sister has sparked some buzz, and we're here to break it all down for you. Could Stephen be the playful addition the Duggar family needs? Stick around to find out. Next, we're diving into something truly heartwarming that left Ginger Duggar Vuolo in tears. Ginger opened up about her emotional experience at her sister Jana's wedding, and we've got all the touching details. You won't want to miss this sweet story of sisterly love. And if you've been following Jana's wedding closely, you'll definitely want to hear the latest fan theories. Familiar faces from the Counting On TLC crew were spotted at the event. But were they just guests? Or could Jana's big day have been secretly filmed for TLC? We've got all the clues and speculation coming your way. Finally, we're unpacking Jill Duggar's explosive new memoir, Counting the Cost. If you thought you knew the Duggar, think again. Jill's
The
revelations about
fact
her
that the
father,
book
Jim
is
Bob's
being re-released
manipulation and
with a
control
little
might
bit
just
added
leave you
content.
enraged. How much worse can it get?
It's
Stay tuned
ridiculous.
to find out. All right, let's dive in.
Can't stand Derek.
In a video shared on Instagram by Stephen Wisman's sister, Stephen is seen walking alongside his new wife, Jana Duggar, on some train tracks. But this isn't your typical stroll. Stephen decided to add a little humor to the scene, swaying his hips dramatically while playfully strutting down the tracks. It's a side of him that we haven't seen before, and it's already gotten fans talking.
Well, I
While
don't
some
think we've
fans are
seen
loving
much
this
of
goofy
him.
moment,
I don't
others
know.
are, let's say, more taken aback. One fan jokingly commented, "Mr. Jana Duggar is defrauding me in those shorts and showing all those arms and biceps. My eyes need to be cleansed by bleach. Nike, 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 quickly run to the prayer closet." Clearly, the sight of
I
Stephen
need
showing
a
off his arms and legs is a bit too much for some of the
Nike
more
animation or
conservative Duggar
something for
fans
this
who
for
are
the
used to
Duggar
seeing the
streams.
family dressed more modestly. Another fan humorously chimed in, comparing the situation to the famous Disney character Mushu from Mulan, saying, "For whatever reason, your comment reminded me of Mushu
It's just
saying,
so odd to see
dishonor,
Jana in
dishonor on
shorts.
you, dishonor on your cow."
I know
And
Jana
for the
used
sake of
to
the Duggar
edit
fandom, they added a twist,
photos and
Nike,
add like
Nike on
skirts
you,
and stuff
Nike on your
to
shorts, Nike on your
to
shoulders,
women in the
defraud,
pictures that
defraud on
show
me.
too much
And it's
leg.
clear that even though Steven's playful moment sparked some mock outrage, it's all in good fun, with fans having a laugh over the strict modesty rules the Duggar family is known for. And while Steven may
They at
come
least
across
seem
as a
like they
bit of a doof,
do
as one fan
tolerate each
commented,
other.
it seems this charm may have worked on Jana. "I think he grew on her," the fan added, hinting that maybe Steven's lighthearted personality was exactly what Jana needed after years of being in the public eye as the reserved eldest Duggar daughter. And let's not forget those hips. They're definitely getting their share of attention. So what do you think? Could Steven's goofy, fun-loving side be a refreshing change for Jana, who's spent most of her life under the serious gaze of her family and fans? Next, we're discussing something truly heartwarming that brought one of the Duggar sisters to tears.
You got
Ginger Duggar
publicity
Vuolo,
and
to be exact.
I
That's
forgot what the
right.
other daughter
Ginger
is called
recently
online.
opened up about her emotional
Uh,
experience at her sister Jana Duggar's wedding, and we've got all the details for you. From behind-the-scenes moments to sweet
I
sisterly
just think
love,
instead of
this is
blurring
one
children's
story you don't
faces,
want to
you
miss.
shouldn't show
So
them.
let's jump right in. Recently, Ginger Duggar took to Instagram to share beautiful photos from her sister Jana's wedding to Stephen Wisman. While most of the Duggar family has expressed their joy for Jana finally tying the knot, it seems this wedding hit Ginger in a particularly emotional way. Ginger opened up on her latest podcast episode, where she revealed how impactful the day was for her. According to Ginger, Jana's wedding brought back many memories of the family's past, especially considering that Jana was the last of the older Duggar sisters to get married. Ginger confessed that she couldn't help but cry each time they discussed Jana's wedding, as it was such a long-awaited day. Jana, known for her sweet, patient nature, had been a steadfast support to all of her siblings as they got married, always cheering them on despite being the oldest and still single. Ginger expressed how proud and happy she was to finally support Jana in her special moment, a sentiment that brought her to tears. Fans of Counting On were deeply moved by Ginger's heartfelt words, flooding her Instagram comments with love and support. One fan commented, "You can tell Ginger has such a sweet heart, and it's so nice to see her happiness for Jana's big day." Another fan wrote, "I'd love to see Jana on your podcast. Her journey of waiting on God's timing is so inspiring." But that wasn't the only surprise from Jana's wedding. Ginger also shared some behind-the-scenes photos featuring the OG production crew from Counting On. It turns out, despite the TLC show's cancellation, the Duggar family has maintained close ties with the production team. Fans were delighted to see the reunion and commented on how it showcased the strong relationships the Duggar had built with the crew over the years. Of course, many couldn't stop gushing over Jana's stunning wedding dress, which stole the show in every picture. Beyond the wedding, Ginger and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, have been making the most of their time
I
together.
wonder if cousin
Shortly after
Amy was
celebrating
invited.
Jana's wedding, Ginger shared a sweet video from a beach trip with Jeremy, captioning it, "There's nothing better than a sunset at the beach with Jeremy Vuolo." The couple has been busy with home renovations in Los Angeles, but managed to carve out some quality time for a little R&R. Fans were quick to comment on the post, calling them couple goals, and expressing how happy they were to see Ginger and Jeremy thriving. It's so heartwarming to see Ginger's deep love and admiration for her sister Jana and how emotional the wedding day was for her. It's clear that despite the ups and downs, the Duggar siblings still have strong family
I need to
bonds.
find a
What
messy
did you think
video.
about Ginger's
Someone who will go
tearful
off on
revelation? And
Jeremy
what are your
and
thoughts on
Derek.
Jana's long-awaited wedding? Then we're diving into the latest buzz surrounding Jana Duggar's wedding to Stephen Wisman and the surprising sighting of familiar faces from the Counting On TLC crew at the event. Fans have been eagerly following every detail of the wedding, and now there's speculation about whether Jana's big day was secretly filmed by TLC or if the crew was simply there as guests. Stick around as we break down all
I
the
don't know.
clues and fan theories. As photos and clips from Jana and Stephen's wedding continue to emerge, many fans were thrilled to see glimpses of the happy couple and their bridal party, which included Ginger, Joyanna, and Jessa as the maid of honor. But what really caught fans' attention were the appearances of several TLC crew members who had worked closely with the Duggar family during their years on 19 Kids and Counting On. Several Redditors began speculating whether TLC might have been filming Jana's wedding, similar to how Jessa and Jill's nuptials were covered in the past. Some fans pointed out that Ginger shared stories on her social media showing TLC crew members, raising questions about their presence. Could this
I
mean
am
that
surprised
TLC
they're
is
still not
preparing a
on
secret wedding
TV
special? However,
or
not
some kind of
everyone
streaming
believes this
service.
theory.
That's
Some
just so
fans quickly
interesting.
dismissed the idea, arguing that if TLC had filmed the wedding, it would have already been advertised or aired by now. Many believe the crew was invited as personal guests rather than as part of any filming endeavor. Redditors also reminded everyone of the Duggar family's close relationship with certain crew members, like the beloved sound guy Jim, who was often treated like family. In fact, during a recent episode of Ginger and Jeremy Vuolo's podcast, Ginger opened up about getting emotional when she saw the TLC crew after the ceremony, explaining how they stayed up late catching up with them. This moment further fueled speculation, with some wondering if their late-night gathering could indicate behind-the-scenes filming. Still, others are convinced that the crew was simply there to support the family and relive old memories, given how integral they were to the Duggar lives for over a decade. One of the more intriguing points fans noticed was the presence of professional videographer equipment in some of the wedding photos. This raised eyebrows, with some fans speculating that if Jana did have her wedding filmed, it might not have been for TLC, but rather a private video project. Others believe that Jana and Stephen, who have been more private than other Duggar couples, may eventually release a personal wedding video, similar to what Jessa and Jill have done in the past. As the discussions continue online, opinions remain divided. Some think the Duggar family may be moving away from their past ties with reality TV, especially after the cancellation of Counting On in the wake of Josh Duggar's scandals. Others believe there's always a chance TLC could reconnect with the family under different circumstances. So, was the TLC crew at Jana Duggar's wedding as guests, or was there more going on behind the scenes? While the rumors swirl, one thing is clear. The Duggar close connection to their former crew members remains strong, regardless of the cameras. What do you think? Could there be a surprise wedding special in the works, or was this just a heartfelt reunion? Finally, we're unpacking Jill Duggar's explosive memoir, Counting the Cost, which pulls back the curtain on the Duggar family like never before. If you thought Jim Bob Duggar was bad before, by the end of this book,
Hey, it's my stream. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to The Fame, where we bring you the latest and greatest from the world of celebrity news and reality TV. Today, we're buzzing with excitement as we dive into some major updates about none other than Jana Duggar. First up, Jana, the eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has officially tied the knot with Stephen Wisman, and the couple is all set to start their new life together in Nebraska. We've got all the details on their big move and how Jana is adjusting to married life. Trust us, you don't want to miss this. And that's not all. Jana had her much awaited princess moment, walking down the aisle in a
Ew,
breathtaking gown that
Jim
left
Boob.
everyone in awe. At 34, she's finally living her fairy tale.
So I do
And we've got
plan
an
to
exclusive look
do
at her
reactions
stunning
to
wedding
the
dress, her thoughts on the big day, and what
Duggar
the future holds for this
episodes.
beautiful couple. Plus, we're taking you behind the scenes of Jana's surprise wedding,
So
where
that
you'll
means,
witness a
unfortunately, I
moment
have
with
to
her mom,
show
Michelle
Jim
Duggar,
Bob,
stole the show.
Michelle,
Fans are raving
Tess,
about
and
this
Anna.
touching interaction, and we're here to break it all down for you. But wait, there's more. In a rare and candid interview, Jana opens up about her journey to finding the one and the special connection she shares with Steven. It's a love story you won't want to miss. So hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we're about to unpack all the heartwarming details of Jana Duggar's wedding right here on The Fame. In today's video, we have some exciting news to share about Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, as she embarks on a new chapter in her life. After her recent wedding to Stephen Wisman, the couple is all set to begin their journey together in Nebraska. Let's dive into the details of their big move and how Jana is adjusting to life as a newlywed. Jana Duggar, known for her role on Counting On, recently tied the knot with Stephen Wisman in a beautiful and classic ceremony on August 15th in Prairie Grove, Arkansas. The couple, who've known each other for years, are now planning to settle down in Stephen's hometown of Nebraska, where they are excited to start their life as husband and wife. In an exclusive interview with People, Jana shared that they have been busy fixing up a house they
I'm not
recently
convinced
purchased
that they knew
together.
each other
There's a
well.
little house we bought that we've
Just
been fixing
settling.
up and
I don't
getting to
know.
live together,
Who
and so
knows?
that's been fun, Jana revealed. It's clear that this new project is bringing the couple even closer as they prepare to make it their home. Jana and Steven's relationship has been a journey of its own. After briefly dating a few years ago, the couple parted ways but remained in touch over the years. Their paths crossed again earlier this year, and it didn't take long for them to realize that they were meant to be together. Stephen popped the question on June 15th, and now, as newlyweds, they are embracing this sweet time in their lives. Jana also reflected on her unique journey to marriage, especially as the eldest Duggar daughter who got married later than her siblings. It definitely looks different, she said, but we are older. We are in a different stage of life. We're a little bit more established, so we're a little bit more stubborn, but it's good. We're learning. We're growing, and it's been different, but it has been so sweet. The couple is now enjoying the simple pleasures of life together, finally putting the challenges of long-distance dating behind them. Just doing life together with Stephen and being together, Jana shared, expressing her joy in being able to share everyday moments with her husband in Nebraska. We can't wait to see what this next chapter holds for them. Next, we have an exclusive story about Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, who finally had her much-anticipated princess moment on August by a touching interaction with her mother, Michelle Duggar, that has fans talking.
I'm
Jana
just
Duggar,
skipping around to
like
see if
before,
there's any pictures I
finally
haven't
had her
seen.
long-awaited wedding day, and it was nothing meant. The wedding party was equally as joyous, with Jana prepared for her, someone who understood and accepted her for who she is. And that person turned out to be none other than Stephen Wisman, a man who is clear about me. And I would have been more like pressure were key in helping Jana, who admits she sometimes struggles to open up, feel comfortable, and cherished. She describes Stephen.
Okay. There's just not much more I assume to know or see. Sort of tired of that channel. Uh, okay. Nah. I don't wanna watch that. See. Um, I know Jana has uploaded some videos, so I'll watch that. Let's see. Fresh. Um, I do the surprising my boyfriend at work.
Okay. Yes, we drove through the night. Annie did.
Ooh, that audio.
We're just running errands. In the car, chilling. Yeah. Always. Literally. Are you in the middle of working? Oops. Nice. We're not quite sure. We have a lot of random things that need to be done. Yeah. That's usually how it goes. Yeah. We're like, oh, we're gonna do this today, and then we're gonna go to Lowe's. Oh, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go drive. Work on the other part of the. Anyways. Yep. Yep. Nope. No, Jenny. A random group of us. Anyways, just wanted to pop in and say hey.
Still don't know which one's Jennifer.
So he's just in the middle of a field working.
I wouldn't be out there in sandals or whatever. I know some of them like to be barefoot out in the dirt.
Okay, where are you at?
I see a bar. What the world?
Yep, we're here. Come on over, wherever you are. We're attempting to find you, but we can't find you.
I'm literally all the way across the field. I will be there in a minute.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Yeah, we were gonna have Jana just come like running out in the field like crazy person. No, I'm kidding. Are you surprised?
Oh my word. You gotta be kidding me.
No, we aren't kidding you. We just have a fake background.
I read a few moments ago that allegedly Jana's personality she only shows her true self basically to I think John David and Jill, and everyone else she's just reserved.
Okay, he's coming. Where are you? We're over by y'all's truck. Wait, we don't even see you though. This is like in the middle of nowhere. He's so shocked. He's like, okay, bye. Comes the man himself, roaring across the fields. I mean, I guess that's all there is, but okay. Well, you can't quite get across the whole We would have never found him. I just knew from the pictures, yes.
Front hug. I'm guessing they kept the kissing to the wedding. Just wait to the wedding, or at least just not on camera. Okay, now I know which one is Jennifer. See, I used to think that was Jordan. With the Duggars, I've always been surprised that the girls were and are allowed to do home improvement stuff and build stuff and all that. I just don't know why they weren't taught to throw down in the kitchen.
We've tried doing flowers a few times in the past, but this time they've really turned out. So we actually did most of these.
Now to see the house.
So I went to give y'all a tour of our fixer-upper. I'm so excited to show y'all this space and share with you our renovation plans. Coming in through the garage, we've got 3 bedrooms here on the left. Here's bedroom number 1, and this is currently sort of his office and also some storage. Then over here is bedroom number 2, and this is Steven's bedroom. And the last bedroom here is the guest room, and this is where my sisters and I stay when we come for a visit. This door leads down to the basement, and then here we have a full bathroom, and this is the only bathroom on this floor. The main living space is pretty open. Here's the living room and also the dining room. The kitchen is a good size, and it's a galley style kitchen. So that's pretty much it. That's the whole main floor and the main living area. Then heading downstairs, we still need to decide if we're going to put carpet on the stairs, just do laminate. We'll see what happens. So when you turn the corner here, you've got this
I dislike carpet, especially with pets.
room or in-home theater. Then over here, we've got the utility room / laundry room. And this place just keeps going. Here we have 2 more bedrooms. So this house is pretty big. It has 5 bedrooms total. And then the downstairs,
I hate small bedrooms.
and there's this bonus storage space under the staircase. Here's the plan. There's the front door. Our plan is to remove this coat closet. There's the garage door. And then bedroom 1 and bedroom number 2, we plan to combine those 2 and turn them into a primary bedroom suite. So here's our design ideas and the layout for the primary bedroom suite. We're going to start by removing the closets. Next, we're going to remove this door and move the wall over about.
I wish I knew how to make floor plans.
Then we'll add a door here.
I took a class in high school, freshman year. I had to do it by hand then, and I sucked at it.
Closet here that will open into the living room, since we are removing the original coat closet that was between the front door and garage door. So in the primary bathroom, we'll place the toilet here. Then we're going to put a vanity.
I wonder what program this is.
And that'll be about 6 feet long. And then we'll put the walk-in shower here. That takes care of the primary bathroom. Now, moving on to the primary bedroom, these windows are so great. They let in so much natural light. We have this perfect setup with these pre-existing windows. We're planning to center the bed up between those. And I'm just thinking we'll place some nightstands below the windows and it'll be perfect. We're thinking to do a dresser on this wall over here. And then for closet space, I found inspiration in this Pinterest photo. So we're going to copy this sort of and do some custom built-in cabinets on the right side here for our closet space. Let's drop down into 3D now and get an idea of what the final product might look like. So if you're coming in...
So is it called 3D now? I'll look it up.
Walk in, and here's the primary suite. Here are those beautiful floor-to-ceiling built-ins. And vanity, shower, and back here's the toilet. So that is it. That is the plan. I cannot wait to see this project come together in real life. My dad and some of my sisters have come up to help us with demo day at our Fixer Uppers.
Nope, not called 3D now. Ew, I just hate whenever the parents are in the videos. Like keep them out.
So the carpet is about to come up. You never really know what the condition is of it. It's just kind of hard to
I read a few weeks ago that you shouldn't just pull the carpet up because it could be well, maybe not the carpet, maybe it's the floor. Well, something you don't pull up because sometimes there's razor blades.
So we've got the carpet out, trim is off, and closet doors are off. We've got to do something about this super glossy flooring out here. It's really noisy for one thing just to walk on, and it never looks clean. So that will probably be one of our next projects. In this room over here, we're already starting to pull the sheetrock off, getting ready to join these two rooms together. Stephen is cutting along the seams of the sheetrock so we can remove only the pieces that we need to pull down and take off the wall, and hopefully not damage the other pieces of sheetrock that we need to leave in place. It's amazing to me how fast a project like this can move along with so many people in here volunteering their time and energy to help.
This is interesting. They're doing this without gloves, with sandals, skirts. I don't understand it. Josie was about to get kicked there.
So here it is. The wall's out. This space is so much bigger now. Now to remove that entry closet. The girls are pulling off the trim. Jennifer is doing some dishes over here. We've taken all the living room furniture downstairs to the basement to hopefully keep it from getting dust and debris all over it during this demo process. It feels pretty empty in here right now. Now that the entry closet is gone, I know we've made the right decision. It's just so much more open in here. Also, we went ahead and pulled up all that super glossy wood flooring, and I'm hoping to go with something a little more subtle and natural looking. It is time to start framing up the wall for the primary bedroom. Stephen's already hard at work in here. All right, the bathroom wall is framed up, and we've got our first piece of artwork on the wall in here, thanks to Jordan. For the kitchen, these were the original cabinets that Stephen repainted, but now we've decided to update and expand this kitchen space, so we'll be doing all new cabinets in here. I found some really cool Pinterest photos and different pieces of inspiration that I can't wait to show y'all. Even though this place feels a bit gutted, I have to say, just looking out here, I am so in love with all this natural light. That is something that this home really has going for it. Lots of great windows on every side. I can't wait to see how this place comes together. We'll be back soon with more updates on our fixer-uppers.
Well, I can't wait. Nope, I would not be doing that. Oh my gosh.
Wow, Annie. Wow, wow.
All right. Can't stand Jedediah. He has just a nasty attitude, even towards his wife. I believe when she gave birth to one of the kids, he was like, "Don't get fat or you gotta lose weight." Just stupid. Well, it done. I'll subscribe. I think that's about it. I don't know. Okay, I think there are some pictures I haven't seen. Because I'm seeing child bride. His name Justin's mother-in-law. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. A lot of these people look alike.
Jana Duggar just got married, you guys, and this is something that I honestly was not expecting at all. Jana is 34 and she is the oldest Duggar sibling. And she even talked about in this People magazine interview that she just never thought that this day would come for her. She opened up that it was hard to see her younger siblings start to get married and that 11 out of 18 of her siblings are married. But this is her and her husband Steven on their wedding day, and from her dress to the
Okay, I'm not really seeing anything else. I don't really feel like I'll click a little bit on the ginger video.
We're talking about weddings today because
But I was saying I don't really feel like looking at the subreddit.
crazy, hectic wedding season for us.
It is. Wedding season is in full swing.
They shoved me in the back of
That was
the
a crazy
security
event.
guys.
In fact, they just live in expensive California, just grifting. Like Jeremy has no charisma to preach or anything.
Ginger and Jeremy here for
And Ginger doesn't seem like she has much of a personality going on.
What are we talking about?
Weddings. We're talking about weddings today because it has been crazy, hectic wedding season for us.
It is. Wedding season is in full swing.
Yes. So many of our friends and some family, they've gotten married, and I think this weekend has just been wild.
A whirlwind. I attended 2 weddings this weekend.
Yeah.
One of them in Big Bear,
Yeah.
which is a couple hours away, and then another local here. But we just got back a few days ago from Jana's wedding.
Yeah.
Jana's
crazy.
married.
Jana is married, and I know so many of you guys have really followed her journey and waited for this day, as we all have, and we're so excited that she's married and super excited for Jana and Steven.
Yeah, and it was an incredible wedding. And so we want to talk about that wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. It was a great time to go home and visit family and explore Arkansas. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about wedding season.
Talk about our wedding.
I think, talk about our wedding a little bit because it brings back memories. Anytime you go to a wedding, I don't know if other people are
Yeah.
like this, but it makes you think. Like when I was at the rehearsal dinner, I was thinking about our rehearsal dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're looking at Jana and Steven, and you're thinking, what's going through their head?
Yes.
And trying to
Yes.
think, like, remember what was going through mine.
Yeah.
Did that do that for you?
Yeah, it does. Every time I feel like I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about it, especially family weddings.
Yeah.
They always take me back to the day that we said I do.
Everybody's running around, helping out, doing things.
Yeah.
And a lot of volunteers, the family volunteering to do stuff. So it was a Duggar wedding is a fascinating event because it's high capacity. There's a lot of people coming because you've got a ton of friends that have a lot of kids,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're always going to be big weddings.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good size. Jan and Stevens was probably one of the smallest weddings we've had for a Duggar family wedding. I think it was just like, I think they had no kids unless you were related. And so, I mean, that's like really big just with family.
Right.
Our family, the Westman family, we both have large families. And so I think it's just when they all come together, that's a ton of people. And then she was just more selective with the guest list, I
Yeah.
think.
How
And
many
so it was
people
really
were at
sweet.
the wedding?
Probably like 450 maybe. I don't know.
So marrying a Duggar has disoriented me to how many people are supposed to be at a wedding because we had about 1,200 people, I think.
Yeah.
And then
I think the
That's
capacity
crazy.
of the venue was
But hey,
supposed to
I'm
be
sure
10,000
TLC paid
for
for
how
it
many
all.
tables they had, but they were pews downstairs, and so people just like crowded into those. And then upstairs they had a little loft area in the back, and so that was filled. And
Yeah.
I think like we barely made it with the amount of people we
Right.
had who were invited. Like they could barely make it into our venue.
and it was nice having a big wedding has advantages and disadvantages. This weekend I went to 2 weddings. You came with me to the second one. And both of them were about 80 to 100 people max. So pretty small weddings.
Yeah.
Or maybe average size weddings,
Mm-hmm.
but at smaller venues, and there was a really sweet intimacy to that.
Yeah. That was like our rehearsal dinner. It
Yeah.
was like ours had, I think, 200 people at our rehearsal dinner. But it was like all of your family,
Right.
all of my family, and then a couple close friends, really. It wasn't that many extras, but I think it's just with larger families, everything has to be bigger. It has to be on a bigger scale.
Right. So how do you even go about planning a wedding for over 1,000 people? I mean, that's a big wedding.
I don't know how they did it for me. So actually, it's crazy. I think I did not have to plan most of my wedding. I had a lot of other people around me who did that. Yeah, my mom's best friend, Cindy, she had kind of taken over the decorations, all of that, because I trusted her style, and she like nailed it. And then with like all the food and all of that, we weren't serving.
Okay, don't really care.
And all of those little things that are great. I loved that aspect of our wedding.
Many people. Just a few people.
That.
Just a few people. Just a totally different vibe.
Yeah, it is, and I feel like it's more intimate because then you actually got to. So Katie's sister did my makeup last minute because I was like, I just wish I had somebody to do my makeup.
It's that opportunity
To slow down and like
Yeah.
connect with family. The other thing that was really sweet at Jana's wedding was having a lot of the relatives in. So my mom's siblings who came, that was like amazing to have them there. I know so many of them had prayed for Jana for so many years.
Sure.
And just really invested in her in so many ways. And it was sweet to see they drove all that way to come see her from Ohio. And it was awesome. It was so cool. So having family,
That's cool.
friends, getting to see all.
I believe Michelle's siblings are much older than her.
One of the best parts of the wedding, and this was a brilliant idea. I don't know if it was Jana's idea or her and Steven's, but all of the little flower girls.
So
How many?
adorable.
There's probably 20 flower girls.
There were so many.
15.
It was
maybe.
like all of
Yeah.
sitting in the front, so that way the little girls would like go down to them. And so I thought if she sees me,
For whatever struggles or however a trial it was at whatever point, I don't know, but she always honored the Lord,
Yeah.
trusted Him, and that's exemplary. I mean, ever for the better.
Mm.
And it's interesting now. We're almost at our 8th year anniversary, and we're looking back and thinking about life together. And uh, I had no idea what was in store on that day. And you really do think like, this is the greatest day of my life, and it is, and it only gets better. And so since then, we've walked through a lot together, and we've welcomed two little girls into the world. And you look back and think, man, it's been an incredible ride. It's only almost 8 years in, and it's just been a beautiful ride. And so anticipating that for Jana and Steven, like
Yeah.
what's ahead.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
Love it.
She doesn't love it.
Yeah, I think our girls had a great time too. So what advice would you give to a couple getting married as they prepare for wedding, thinking about what they should focus on the wedding day, as they get ready for marriage, and then as they start their journey of life together?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like you said, just cherishing that moment when you're in it and pausing, trying to like remember what you're doing and what's in front of you, who's in front of you, family and friends who come in. Like that's such a sweet moment, and I think you do such a good job of that. So I'd actually want to like throw the question back at you. I feel like even in the way that you take note of
I'm
the
seeing
milestones
Jessa's
that
oldest
you've
daughter in her
developed.
face.
Oh yeah, it's like
She's so
the
interesting.
sun's shining right now. I'm sitting here at this desk and I see, outside there's
Goes a long way
mm,
in establishing yourselves as a couple, saying, "Hey, we're here to love others. We're here to serve others."
Oh, that
We're
was
not
pretty boring.
consumed into. And I'm not saying it's wrong.
Well, I don't think there's much else. Another video of mine. Wow, 1.2K views. Okay. Okay, go me. Yeah, I guess that's about it for the stream. I'm not sure what to really feel about Jana's wedding. I hope the best for her. Other than that, please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and take care.